Um, I've never done this before, so I don't know how to work it. I tried looking at some YouTube tutorials, but those YouTube tutorials were primarily for like on the PC. Let me see live chat, maybe? Can y'all drop something in the comments? Just anything. Just let me know that you're here. All messages are visible. Top chat sometimes. Okay. Oh, hey! Oh man, I want to say Araf? I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for joining me. Texas Taurus, what's up? Carl Dickey, what's up, man? I know him personally. Um, Jason Garza, what's up, man? Oh, nice. I'm so happy you're joining us. I also know him personally. Um, Texas Taurus smoking a West Tampa Red. I haven't had that. My shop doesn't carry any of that brand. Yeah, how is it? Is it amazing? Like 1 to 100, how good is it? And what are you getting out of it? Uh, Thank you, Carl. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Reggie, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're here. I'm not gonna lie. This whole social media thing. Hey, by the way, do I sound super echoey or can you actually hear me just fine? Maybe a thumbs up or something like that. Anything. Okay. First one I had was okay, good. So I know you can hear me. It's great with cherry notes, and the last 3 haven't been the same. Yeah, dude. Oh man. So I had a guy in my TikTok. I'm not sure if you came to my channel from my TikTok or if you were just subscribed to my YouTube initially, but I had recommended the CAO. What is it called? It was the CAO Mortal Coil. And the last release of that Mortal Coil was phenomenal. So I ended up recommending it to one of my followers on TikTok. And then when we got in the new box of the new Mortal Coils, dude, they just weren't the same. I mean, the old Mortal Coil had like this floral cream, and now it's just like dry and I think it was mostly like woody with a subtle herbal type of hint to it, but I don't know, man. I was really disappointed. Actually, shout out to Jason Garza because Jason had pointed out that on the what is it called? On the barcode of the wrapper, it's actually different than the last edition of the Mortal Coil. I'm like, wow, okay. They say like version 2 on it. I'm like, so what were y'all doing? Just rushing it and we're like, hey, we just need to put it out? I don't know. It just doesn't, it wasn't as good as before. So today, I am smoking the Monte Cristo 1935 Anniversario Diamante in the Toro size. Let's see, what else does this say? This might be my last time trying. Oh, good. Thanks, Texas Taurus. Nice. Yesterday, I had the Herrera Esteli, and it was great. Oak, almond, and nutmeg notes. Yeah, for sure, dude. What size did you smoke that in? Yeah, that Herrera Esteli is like a perfect pairing stick. That's one of those like typical cigar type of tasting cigars, if you even know what I mean by that. It's like what you, oh shoot, look at that, that actually cracked. Maybe I didn't humidify it long enough. Okay, let's see here. The Flathead 660 is good, but too big. Dude, that's how I felt about it at first. But Now a 660 is I used to think that a 660 would look weird given how skinny I am as a person. But eventually I stopped caring, and a 660 is like a common size that I'll go to if I think that it's going to taste better than, like, say, the Toro or the Robusto or whatever. But yeah, I like some 660s. It's not my go-to size for sure, because it is a little bit too big for every day. My go-to size is a Toro, and I pretty much stick with the Toro. And you know, I can't believe. First of all, thank you all for being here. I can't. It's amazing to me that y'all are even on here right now, cause I don't know. I was nervous about doing this, and I was hoping that it was only gonna be like maybe one or two people that would show up. That way, I don't feel like I'm under pressure. But yeah, all 11 of you, thank you for being here. Y'all are awesome. I am so grateful for y'all. And really just the support that y'all have shown on TikTok and on YouTube in general has been amazing. Especially TikTok. The people from TikTok are so supportive. Even when they disagree, they'll disagree in the most diplomatic way. YouTube is a little cutthroat. Sometimes you'll have people that'll disagree, and it's just like, all right, well, that's one way of saying it, but yeah, I really appreciate y'all joining this live stream. Let me read these comments, because Lord knows I'm not. First of all, I'm nearsighted, so that makes it even more difficult on me. I wish I could increase the size of the text. If I can, I don't know how. Brazilian Maduro, yes. Oh, CAO BX3 is amazing. Love it. It's like a more smoothed out, refined version of the Brasilia, which the Brasilia is a great stick. Although the Brasilia is getting a little expensive, at least in my shop. Like, I remember when I used to be able to pick up a Robusto at $6 and felt like, oh man, this is a deal. Now I think they're like $9 for the Robusto, at least from what I remember. Smoking Tabernacle 142, great. Awesome. Please don't tell me you. So I think that the stigma behind Gurkha has kept me away from Gurkha. Although I will say that I did have the Gurkha Ghost, and I thought that was pretty decent. I remember getting like a lot of espresso and chocolate from it, or maybe it was a cocoa. But to be honest with you, Gurkha doesn't stay in my shop because the cigar community has pretty much determined that Gurkha is not worthy. So I really don't have much of an opinion on Gurkha because I've just always stayed away from it. I'm the type of guy that it's like, okay, enough people tell me a cigar is good, I'll try it. Enough people tell me a cigar is bad, then I pretty much just avoid it. Unless it's somebody's palate that I really trust, then I'll give it a shot. But yeah, no, I don't have much to say on Gurkha, except what I have learned about their business practices. It just seems like they didn't play the business side of it properly. Dude, you introduced your wife to Nub Nuances. What did she? Oh, she loves it. Awesome. That's such a great option. Oh man, my wife likes the Amazon Basin, which I'm like, okay, that's cool that you'll smoke this cigar with me, but you would end up liking a cigar that's extremely hard to find and super limited production. So I bought a box of them, but My wife vapes, man. She's trying to quit. Hopefully she'll come over to cigars. Part of me hopes that, but then another part of me, at least my wallet, kind of hopes she doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. It's a sticky situation. What's everybody smoking? Yeah, please. What are y'all smoking? Drop it in the chat. Alec Bradley. So Texas Taurus, you're smoking an Alec Bradley right now, or did I just read this late? Dunbarton is the GOAT. Well, one of the GOATs. I love Dunbarton. I have nothing bad to say about Steve Saka. I will say that the way that Saka's profile typically is on his blends isn't something that I tend to go for as far as like the flavor notes. Usually Saka is heavy into like really rich earths and coffees. It seems like that's a recurring theme in a lot of Saka's blends, like a black coffee, I mean, or like an espresso. And I like cigars that have a black coffee note to it, but it's not something I seek out. I would say like my favorite brands, it's kind of hard, but Plasencia is easily one of my favorite brands. My Father, I think that it's value for money. God, when I smoke a My Father, I always feel like the price I paid is less than the experience that I got from it. So My Father is one of my favorite brands, which if you like spicy food, I think My Father is a great brand. But if you don't like spicy food, I think that last third on a My Father can be off-putting to people that don't like spicy food, because the last third typically is spicy from a My Father, which I love. Not you putting my business out there. Love you, baby. Hey, you need to change your last name. So we got married. I'm now married. I got married a year ago in September, and we're finally getting all of the paper. Well, she finally got all of the paperwork together to get her name changed over to my last name. So that's cool. Having West Tampa red now. Okay. So what was the Alec Bradley comment? Maybe I missed it, dude. I'm sorry. Gurkha's pure evil is limited experience with. Dude, who's that? Jason Garza. Oh, you've told me that, dude. Well, I haven't had the pure evil, even though I've heard it's good from multiple people. But you know, my shop doesn't carry a lot of Gurkha. Saka makes killer blends. Absolutely. I think that Saka, even whenever I am not a fan of the profile itself, like the flavor notes, I always know that the cigar is quality. Like, I don't think that, maybe I have personally rated a Saka lower than a 90, but the vast majority of his blends, I've said, oh, this is a 90. Even if it's something that I don't intend on smoking again. He just has great construction. I mean, the texture of the tobacco, the texture of the smoke in your mouth, the complexity. I mean, he's great. He's one of the GOATs for sure. Saka makes killer. Okay. Anything Oliva, I love, but I am new to cigars, more to learn. Yeah, Oliva's good, man. Oliva is Oliva. How do I explain Oliva? I don't know how to compare Oliva. I like the Melanio, both the natural and the Maduro. I think they're great. For some reason, I don't go back to Olivas that often. I guess it's just, actually, you know what are great for the price, like as like dog walking cigars or yard gars, whatever they call them, are the Flor de Olivas. Jason Garza in this chat, he's given me quite a few of the Flor de Oliva Maduros, and those were great just, just whenever you want to smoke, just to smoke, and you're not looking for like the amazing experience of super complex, perfect construction, any of that. Those are great. But I have nothing bad to say against Oliva, except it's not one of the brands that I gravitate toward a lot. Right now, it's pretty much My Father, Plasencia, these new Rocky Patels that are coming out, like the 60, I think that's a great stick. The White Label, I think that's a great stick. The ALR2, that's a, Rocky. From what I've heard is that Rocky has a new blender blending his cigars, and that's why they're so fire right now. Of course, I smoke a lot of H. Upmans now. Brands that I don't typically smoke, or but surprisingly Perdomo. I'll smoke the champagne every once in a while. I do really like the 10th anniversary Maduro from Perdomo. Whenever I do want that little touch of coffee in the cigar. Let's see here. Plasencia is amazing. Oh, dude. Well, your last name is almost the same as it. What's up, Damasio? Master Blend 3. Way to go. Yes, that's a great stick from Oliva for sure. And if they just rebranded their band and made it more opulent looking, like what Rocky Patel is doing with his bands, or what My Father does with their bands, dude, I think the Master Blend 3 would sell so much more. But the Master Blend 3 at my shop, it didn't stay on the shelves because we have a time limit of, if we don't sell a box in this amount of time, then it has to get replaced, because each box is like a rental property for that brand. Oh shoot, my bad. This is why I have these giant glasses on, dude, because I can't read. Melanio V. Maduro, excellent. Alec Bradley. What's your favorite Alec Bradley, Texas Taurus? I have never had a bad Plasencia. I know that's right, dude. Did you know that approximately 80% of a humidor that you walk into has some form of Plasencia's tobacco in it? That's how massive Plasencia is in the industry, even though it seems like Plasencia doesn't get as big of a name as a lot of other brands as far as like brand recognition. But yeah, Plasencia, dude, everybody's using Plasencia's tobacco. Plasencia has some of the best tobacco in the world. My Father, the Judge, is one of my favorites right now. Dude, Reggie, absolutely. Oh man, there's the, I don't know what it's called. I did a 5 cigars that, oh, no. I did a list of 5 cigars that taste better when bigger, like a bigger ring gauge. And in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think that the Judge is sweeter when you go bigger. I prefer a more sweet cigar. Like if the cigar is just like oak and pepper, it's not really my palate. That's not what I prefer. I'm talking so much. Sorry. Guys, out of curiosity, what's the most expensive cigar you've ever smoked? And was it worth it? Was it worth the price? And then, if it wasn't worth the price, can you at least say that it was amazing, just not worth the price? I'm curious. Oh, Jason, I know the Filthy Hooligan. Yeah, for sure. We've had conversations about the Filthy Hooligan. That one's great, dude. That Candela leaf makes it super interesting and adds complexity that, or just different notes that you typically wouldn't get out of any other cigar. making fun of Alec Bradley. Ah. Oh, you're funny, dude. No, hold on. Okay, so I'm not. To be fair, I don't smoke a lot of Alec Bradley either, but I do think that the Shamrock from Alec Bradley is a great stick. It has Candela, Connecticut, and Maduro on it, and it hits the spot for me. It kind of smokes as far as like the amount of flavor you're pulling out of it. It kind of smokes more like a Connecticut flavor-wise, like the amount of flavor you're getting on the palate, but the complexity of the flavor, because it's constantly transitioning from this chocolate cream to this grassy floral note. I mean, it's excellent. I really enjoy that cigar. I think that that's Alex Bradley's best cigar. I agree that the Filthy Hooligan is great. I think that the sons, Alec and Bradley, are better blenders than the father was. That's just my opinion. Please don't drop any hate mail, because I've received enough hate mail in the comments section on other videos. Yeah, hey, Oliva is consistent. That's the truth. What you taste in one Oliva one year, you're gonna taste it the next year. Damasio H. Upman that you recommended to me last time was absolutely amazing. Definitely a stick I can have every day. I agree, dude. The only thing is that last third gets a little bit strong. But other than that, yeah, dude, I love that stick. Shamrock ain't bad. Okay, well, hey, there's a little bit of an olive branch given to Alec Bradley. List of 5 chocolate cigars had me running to the shop. Dude, so which ones did you smoke from that list? Dude, I am so like backlogged on these comments. Dude, I'm so happy, Reggie, that list was helpful to you. You know, I created this channel because I felt like a lot of the things that I wanted to know as a purchaser weren't being put out there. So I started coming out with these top 5, or not top 5 lists, because I'm not going to say that they're the best. They're just cigars that my shop actually had in stock, and that I thought, oh, these are great cigars that have this particular flavor note. And sometimes it's like, okay, I would walk into a shop and be desiring a prominent, that particular note more prominent. So I did that 5 cigars that taste like sweet cream, 5 cigars that taste like chocolate, 5 cigars that taste like coffee. And I've been holding off from doing 5 cigars that have floral notes or 5 cigars that taste like wood, because it's kind of like, it seems like most people are looking for certain flavor notes over others, and that's just based on me looking at what cigars sell the most and what cigars don't. Steven, dude, no need to apologize. I'm just happy you're here, Steven. Thank you for being here. Garrett, what's up, Garrett? Thanks for joining, man. All right, Steven, let's see here. I tell you, one I've really enjoyed is the CAO Brasilia. Yeah, dude, CAO, that's a great stick, man. Even at the price, I think it's spot on price-wise. I think if they keep on raising the price on the Brasilia, I won't buy it anymore. But right now, I think it's still justified. I did the same, went and picked up the ones you recommended on the chocolate. Nice, man. Nice. I'm so happy to hear that. Which one did you like the most? You know, man, I'm not going to lie to you. When I created that 5 cigars that taste like chocolate list, I was a little bit insecure about putting the Le Bijou box press torpedo on that list, because out of the rest of the cigars that I had on that list, that was the least chocolatey. And I was kind of feeling like, man, I personally love that cigar. So I kind of had a bias and like snuck that one into that list. And it does have chocolate, but in comparison to the other ones, it's not as chocolatey. But I was like, well, it's still the truth, so I'm not lying to anybody that it has chocolate when it doesn't. It's just, I felt like, from hindsight, if I was to create that video again, I wouldn't have put that one on the list because chocolate's not the most prominent note. It's just one of the notes in it. I am the person that you told to package the five. Oh, dude, thank you. Araf, if am I pronouncing that right? Can you like phonetically spell that? Because I really hate pronouncing names wrong. I would love to know how to actually say your name properly. Because my name's Clinton, by the way, and I get Quentin all the time with a Q, even though my name is Clinton. I've gotten Clayton, and you know, a name is personal, so I wanna address you properly. Oh, I said it right. All right, Araf, dude, that's awesome. I'm so happy that you joined me. Okay, let's see here. Probably all of them. Oh, dude, nice, Reggie. I'm so happy that worked out for you, man. Well, I decided to light up a Bellis Artis by AJ. Oh, well, yeah. Jason, I know you're lighting up an AJ. That's your guy, man. You're always trying to light up an AJ. Oh, shoot, I don't know if y'all ever dropped it in the chat or not, but what's the most expensive cigar that you've smoked? And what were your thoughts on it? I'll smoke the Le Bijou Wednesday night. Nice, dude. Hey, make sure that you're on a full stomach, because that last third, it's gonna be spicy and it's gonna be strong. The Le Bijou was the cigar that I tell people that it's my favorite cigar, which doesn't mean that it's the best cigar I've ever had, but I tell people that that's my favorite cigar. And it's because I remember holding that in my hand and looking at the beautiful band and that box press torpedo design and the spice that I got from it, and I was like, that was the moment where I was like blown away. I was blown away by that cigar, and I don't know, it has like sentimental value to me, so now I tell people that's my favorite cigar. Okay. Cuban Cohiba, but I was too young to appreciate it. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. My first cigar, which I don't tell people is my first cigar, but it truly is my first cigar, was a fake Cuban Monte Cristo. I think it was a Monte Cristo number 2. I don't remember. This was when I was 18. And I inhaled that, and I vomited all over the driveway. And maybe it wasn't in the driveway. It was like more towards the street, because if it was in the driveway, I think my mom would have realized that at the time. But at that time, you could be 18 and still buy cigarettes, and you could buy tobacco products. Liga Privada number 9. Dude, yes. Oh, man. I love the number 9. Between the 9 and the 52, my favorite is the number 9, but the T52 is amazing as well. Highly recommend that you smoke that. The T52 leans more cocoa forward and has less strength than the number 9, but the number 9 just has this richness to the chocolate and leather and rich earthiness that you're pulling out of it. Did you end up enjoying the Liga Privada number 9, Steven? Hey, $16 there is good, dude. Some of the prices that people will message me about, I'm like, dang, I feel bad for you. Davidoff Royal. Yeah, Jason, I know you smoked that, man. Best stick I ever had, but not worth the money. I agree. I agree. So, for those of you that don't know me personally, because Jason Garza does, um, yeah, that Davidoff Royal. If you ever get your hands on it, hopefully somebody buys it for you. I think that the only occasion or the types of occasions that would justify buying, well, you can buy it whenever you want, but I think that on the wedding day, like when I bought it, or like my 30th birthday, or maybe like a big birthday, that's justified of smoking that cigar. It is the best cigar I've ever had. I haven't had the Davidoff Oro Blanco yet, which I think is $500. That's my goal, to get that one. But hopefully I get it at a discount and don't have to pay full price. Let's see here. Never had any Ligas. Dude, Texas tourist. Oh no. Is it because where you're at they just don't have them, like as far as the shops are concerned? Because the Liga 9, I think, is one of the cigars that are essential to have at least once. Or the T52, but me personally, I say the number 9. But either way, dude, any of the Liga stuff, I think is essential to smoke at least once. This will be my last West Tampa. It's just man. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad my shop doesn't have it then, dude. I have access. Oh shoot, my bad, dude. No offense. Just been trying everything else. Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Yeah. If you get around to it, try it out. Out of curiosity, what kept you away from trying it? Was it because it was from Drew Estate, or was it something else? Just out of curiosity. I'm in Oklahoma near OK. One thing I will say, Texas tourist, is it seems like the later batches, like the batches that have been coming out lately, haven't been as good as the batches that were released years ago. But I still think it's excellent. If somebody hands me a Liga Privada number 9, I am not complaining. I'm in Oklahoma near OKC, and we got a few good shops around here that stay well stocked. Nice, man. And it sounds like y'all don't have high tobacco taxes either. I'm super happy to hear that, man, because these people from California and New York and Chicago, they'll comment on my videos and be like, yeah, dude, your cheap cigar list is still not cheap. I'm like, oh, sorry. I like Drew Estate, just haven't. Oh, okay, cool. Well, hey, whenever you do, reach out to me. Preferably on TikTok, but if you're not into TikTok, you can reach me on Instagram too. It's just gonna be more delayed. But dude, even if you comment on like a YouTube video, just like a random YouTube video of mine, I'll see it. I try to stay on top of the comments because I want people to get responses immediately. But I mean, I have a life that I have to attend to, and a wife. So, high smoking Padron 7000. First time, love it. Yeah, way to go, Dean. Hey, Dean, thanks for showing up in here, man. That's awesome. Yeah, Padron. So you're smoking the Padron 7000. Is that the Maduro or is that the natural? Nice. Nice Texas tourist. I see that you said all my research I do on my own. Nice. Hello from South Florida. Dude, what's up? Floridian. Welcome to the chat. Natural. Okay, yeah. Dude. When I first started smoking Padron, I don't know. Yeah, well, when I first had my first Padron, I think I had like a 64 or maybe a 26. I didn't start off with the 1000 series. and that black pepper gripped my throat and kept me away from Padron for a long time until people finally convinced me that I need to try the 1000 series. And then eventually you just get used to black pepper and don't hate that back of the throat type of irritation anymore. But yeah, dude, you started out with the right level of Padron. The 1000 series, if it's your first time getting introduced to Padron, I think the 1000 series is where it's at. Hello. Okay, Dean, try the 3000. It's the bomb, dude. I totally agree. The 3000, yeah, well, I mean, the natural or the Maduro. I love the Maduro. I prefer it over the natural. Have you tried any of the Sanj Patel stuff? No, I haven't. We don't have that at my shop. Somebody else asked me that recently online. What are your thoughts on Sanj Patel? Speaking of Patel, Nish Patel, Rocky Patel's brother, is gonna be here. If it's not next week, then it's gonna be the week after. So I'm gonna try and shoot a video with him and hopefully provide some value to you and ask him questions that aren't already answered by every other cigar reviewer out there. I've been around Nish and spoken to him on 2 different occasions, and he's a great guy. The dude is a party animal. I mean, he's just lively and just a fun guy to be around, and he's super passionate about the sales part of the job. Like, he could hire somebody to be out there like pushing his product, but he does it himself because he just likes interacting with people. He's a great guy, man. If y'all ever get the privilege of being able to meet Nish Patel, you're gonna be in for a treat, man. Okay, let's see here. Sanj is going to be in the shop soon at Texas. Sanj is a good dude. Nice. Yeah, Jason. My first retro hail was the Padron 64, and Sammy didn't explain to me how to do it. It just, oh shoot, just let a heaping mouthful of smoke through my nose. It hurt. Oh, Damasio, dude, I'm sorry. R.I.P. your nasal cavities, man. That's rough. Yeah. Padron is a whole nother animal. I haven't ordered any yet, but I follow him on his YouTube. Dude, hold on 1 second. Hold on, I'm gonna go on my computer real quick because maybe I'm lying to you, Texas, Taurus. Sanj Patel cigar. I think I'm lying to you. I am lying to you. I'm not lying to you. I was just mistaken. Dude, oh man, I hate that cigar. I had the Sanj Patel. Oh, which blend did I have? Oh man, I almost threw up. And I'm not saying it's a bad cigar, okay? I'm saying, and I'm not trying to be like politically correct either. I'm just saying, for me, I hated it. I had it twice or 3 times. Actually, Jason Garza was one of the people that gave it to me in the chat. And so, for reference, I most likely, well, that's not necessarily true. Just for reference, you're never going to see me praise any cigar that has a strong cedar note on the retro hail specifically. It can have cedar on the palate, but if it has a strong cedar on the retro hail, which is why I don't talk about Caldwell cigars often, is because Caldwell, a lot of his blends have cedar on light up, and that retro hail of cedar is just disgusting to me. I know that I intend on doing like a 5 cigars that taste like cedar, because I know that a lot of people love that profile and say that it's creamy tasting to them, but or that note and say that it's creamy tasting to them. But dude, I cannot stand cedar on the Retro Hill. I mean, it literally makes me want to throw up. So the Sanj Patel cigar, dude, I didn't even smoke it all the way. I don't think I smoked it all the way any of the times that I smoked it. I had the SP 1014. Hold on. Let me actually be accurate with you. I'll show you the image because I have my laptop right next to me. I had it in different sizes too, so I was like, yeah, this is it. I had the SP 1014 black. Let's see if I can zoom into this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit ghetto because I'm not on Cigars Daily level when it comes to this. Can you see that? There you are. Yeah, so that's the one that I had right there, and I thought it was absolutely disgusting. I also follow him on social media, but I didn't like it. But hopefully you'll like it. I know that Jason Garza really liked it, so don't be discouraged. Caldwell is awesome. Of course, Jason, you're gonna say that. Okay, let's see here. Let me go back up. Let's see here. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Okay. Love and Passion is a 91 Clint. Thanks, Jason. Great Dominican blend. Okay, I hear you, Jason. Aroth. What's your thought on the Undercrown by Drew Estate? Okay. The Undercrown line in general, I think that the Undercrown line is priced right. I think that they're good cigars at that price. I think that the Maduro is a good Maduro. I think that the Connecticut is a good Connecticut. When it comes to the sun-grown, personally, I'm not a fan of it, and I actually get some bitterness out of the sun-grown that I'm not a fan of. But when it comes to the Connecticut, I mean, it's a good Connecticut, and the Maduro is a good Maduro. I mean, it's kind of like, this is not an insult to the cigar, but it's gonna sound like an insult. It's like a McDonald's hamburger. It's like, dude, I love a Big Mac, but it's not like a Perry's Steakhouse burger or like some sort of gourmet burger where you're tasting it and being like, oh wow, this is like art. It's just, you know what, this is really good for the price, and I think they're great daily smokes if you can afford them daily, because the reason I started working in this is because I couldn't afford my hobby anymore. Yes, your retro makes your eyes tear when I tried it. Dean, I feel you, man. This channel is his channel is Should I Smoke This? See, I follow Sanj Patel on Instagram, but I've never followed him on YouTube. I'm gonna check his YouTube out, man. Thanks for that. Industry Killer, I haven't had it. I've heard that it's great. Haven't had it though. So if the cigar's not at my shop, I rarely will get cigars outside of my shop. One, because I get a better price by having them here, and two, my life is work. Like that's my entire life is just work, work, work. So the only free time that I have is spent editing videos and taking my wife out for date night. Outside of that, like, this is my life. It's just work. Caldwell, okay. Should I Smoke This is not his channel. He's just on there a lot. Oh, okay. Hey, thanks, Pete. Hey. Oh, no, my bad. It's not Pete. It's Pats. Hey, Pats. Welcome to the chat, dude. I'm glad you dropped that in the comments. I'm gonna still check out the channel anyway, just to see him speak about brutal. Yeah, sorry, man. Uh, Love and passion, good. Oh, okay. Love Cigars Daily. They have good house blends. You know, man, I haven't smoked his house blends. I want to try the Liga Zebra, but again, man, I really need to just spend the money. But I'm very frugal. So I like the thought of, hey, you know what? I may be spending $50 here on a cigar, but the cigar actually cost $100 and something dollars, so it's not so bad. Whereas if I'm ordering it online, it feels different when I'm paying full price. But I do want to smoke Cigars Daily's house blends, man, because I really like him, and I have been following him since the TNT days with Bradley, and I follow Bradley also. I was actually so honored that Bradley had dropped comments on 2 of my shorts, because I was like, dude, like, you're a role model for me in the industry. Like, way to go, man, because I remember, like, watching his gas station cigars with Tim, and just, I don't know, it was super cool, man. They're both awesome. I even messaged Tim personally one day and asked him for permission to use his clip. I have a cigar review of the Alma Fuerte Claro in the Sixto size, a full length review on YouTube here, and I ended up using a clip from his live stream that he had, and I was like, dang it, am I gonna get like any sort of, I don't know, copyright strike or whatever? Even though I thought maybe this is fair use, I also didn't want to just him feel like, oh, I'm stealing your content, because I've had people steal my content, and I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Giving me a shout out would have been nice, but you know, that's life, dude. This is how the content creation game goes. I order from CD mostly. Nice. Okay, that's good. Hey, I'm happy you're supporting him, man. I'm super proud of Tim, man, because he was just a tobacconist and now he owns his own shop, and I mean, like, that's the dream for a lot of cigar smokers. Better cigars than Undercrown all day long for the money. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Jason, yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. I think My Father is one of the brands where you get more bang for your buck. Jason, you could drop all of your shoot. AJ Fernandez, of course, you're gonna say his what's the name of the cigar? The New World Toro. I know you love that stick. That's Insomniac's channel, just FYI. Oh, thanks, Pat. That's awesome. That's good to know. Okay. For quick smokes when I'm short on time or don't want to commit to a long smoke, I love the nubs. You know, I don't know, man. I have no opinion on nubs. I think that because I work at a cigar shop and I'm here for so long, I think that I don't smoke nubs because I just have too much time on my hands to smoke cigars. So, like, nubs are great. I just don't smoke them often. And we used to carry the nub nuance, which we no longer carry because we had difficulty getting those in. But I'm not a big infused smoker, even though it seems like my TikTok kind of blew up from infused top 5 list. Dean, you're the GOAT, man. I really appreciate you saying that you enjoy the videos. They help me learn more and try new sticks all the time. Thank you. Dude, no, thank you. Thank you all. Like, the overwhelmingly positive feedback that I've gotten from y'all, and just y'all even showing up, all 15 of you right now, like, that means a lot, because I didn't expect to have almost 10,000 people following me on TikTok, and I guess it's like 2,300 on YouTube right now. I just didn't expect it to happen this quick. So I'm just really grateful. Are you pairing anything with your cigar? Well, I'm talking so much. Right now, I just have a black coffee right now. And it's not even a special black coffee. I mean, this is just black coffee. There's nothing special about it. So I'm not a big drinker. When I do drink, I'm drinking on a date night with my wife. But I can't drink on the job here. So me pairing liquors is a more rare occasion than what I would like, because I think that that's probably one of the most requested videos is cigar pairing videos, where it's like, hey, try this liquor with this cigar, try this, and I'm just like, dang, I need to actually carve out time where I'm not working and where I'm not with my wife to just focus on drinking a whole lot and smoking a whole lot so that I can find those perfect pairings. I mean, I've had great pairings, but I don't want to just say, oh yeah, smoke this cigar with this drink because it's good. I want to tell you exactly what it's enhancing in the cigar. And I've smoked cigars with drinks and been like, oh man, this is great, but it was such a casual experience. It wasn't like me trying to be the connoisseur and dissect what I'm getting out of it. It was just, hey, I'm with friends and I'm drinking and having a cigar. But I definitely want to do that because I want to give y'all what y'all asked for. Give the people what they want. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Oh, who is this? Golden Arm 2007. Welcome to the live stream. I'm happy you're with me, man. It's an honor to have you here. Can we mail order cigars from your store? No, not at the moment. I think maybe next year that'll happen. There's gonna be some major changes, but no, not right now. Thanks, Steven. You got time. Dude, if you knew my life, you would say I don't have time. Reggie, let's see here. Placencia bourbon. Oh, yeah. I love cream soda with mine. Oh, absolutely. Dude, cream soda pairs with almost every cigar. The A&W cream soda is what I typically drink. I'm not into these, I haven't gotten into the boutique cream sodas to really be a aficionado of cream sodas. Try animal crumbs for a short smoke. Yeah, makes sense. Jason, thank you. Reggie, now that's okay. Hopping off. Oh, thanks, Texas Taurus. Bye, man. Okay, and Steven, last time I smoked a cigar with Clinton, he gave me a cream soda and it was fantastic. Yeah, dude, I know. I love cream soda. Thank you, Texas, for supporting cause. Nice. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Dude, I've got such a great group of people around me. Thanking the people that are watching. Date night has never forbid you from a cigar and liquor. Okay, but it does take me away from actually see, that's my wife being messy in the chat right now. It does prevent me from actually, like, when I smoke a cigar and I'm really trying to analyze it, I can't just be talking with somebody and understand the cigar completely. So when I'm with you, baby, I'm not going to be able to really understand what I'm pulling out of the cigar and the drink and what is the difference as I would if I was just here by myself. But thank you for the comment. Coffee with everything. I know that's right, Rooster. Hey, thanks for joining me, man. Yeah, coffee with everything. Every cigar pairs with coffee. There's nothing that it doesn't. And you know, Dr. Pepper too. Dr. Pepper goes great with cigars. Root beer, another great one. But I mostly go with black coffee now. I used to go with coffee and cream and sugar, but now that I'm getting older, even though I'm only 32 years old, as you've seen on the top of all of my freaking shorts. Thanks, Jason. Jason, stop kissing my wife, man. Before I smoked the Hemingway short story. Yeah, that's a lot of people's go-to, Araf. Yeah, short story is a staple. I mean, I think that that's one of the cigars that every cigar shop should have, just because it's one of those cigars that I think are just a staple. Let's see here. I came on here thinking I'm just gonna wing it, but then I got nervous about winging it. But thank y'all for holding the conversation. Y'all have really helped me keep this going without having to resort to this list of questions that I pulled up. I asked ChatGPT to help me out with some questions to ask y'all, because I was like, oh shoot, this is such short notice. Carl Carrington, dude, welcome to the chat. Watching from the UK. What? Nice. Oh, that's awesome. It's such an honor to have you with me, man. That is super cool. That is super cool. Okay, let's see here. Welcome in, Daryl. Kick back, enjoy a cigar with us. Hold on, did I miss somebody? Hey, Orlando, welcome to the chat, man. Your thoughts on Warfighter? My shop doesn't carry Warfighter. I haven't had it. You know who probably has had Warfighter in this chat is Jason, and I trust his palate. So, Jason, if you've had it, please drop it in there. I know that they're a veteran-owned company, so that's awesome. Warfighter 762 and are good. Okay. And when you say 7, is that 7 by 62 and 5 by 56? Is that like the length and ring gauge? Name 5 best budget cigars. I actually did a video on 5 budget cigars, but you know what? Okay, guys, if you're looking for a great budget cigar right now, I know that this is old news, but I stayed away from this cigar for a long time because I thought that the band looked ugly. I know that that's so superficial, but I stayed away from it because I was like, this band is whack. It doesn't feel, it looks like it would be cheap, you know? But then I smoked it and was absolutely blown away. I'm gonna show you the cigar, and you're probably gonna be like, dude, you're just now smoking this? But yes, I'm just now smoking it. Okay, let's see here. It is the boom. Okay, let me unplug this computer. Again, sorry for the ghetto me holding up a laptop to show you. Oh, no. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Here we go. Have y'all ever smoked the Charter Oak Maduro? The Charter Oak Maduro is an amazing cigar for $6. At least at my shop, it's $6. The sweet cocoa that you get out of it, and oak, I mean, phenomenal. Amazing construction. I think that it should be priced higher, but don't tell anybody. Don't tell Nick Melillo that, because he might just take me up on that. Hold on. But yeah, that's been one of my go-to cheap cigars that I just think is phenomenal. Construction is impeccable. It smokes like a $8, $9, maybe even $10 cigar. Willie, dude, welcome to the chat from South Carolina. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Any tips to get rid of cigar breath when you're done so my wife stops complaining? Dean, oh, dude. I brush, rinse, use Zellman's. I've never heard of Zellman's, but sometimes she still complains. Other than brushing your tongue, teeth, gums, roof of your mouth, and all of that, and doing mouthwash, I really don't have any revolutionary idea. Thankfully, when I met my now wife, I made it very clear that this is my lifestyle, and that if this is going to be an issue for you, you probably shouldn't date me anymore. So I don't know, dude. Hopefully somebody else has great advice for you in the chat. I know that Cigars Daily, Tim, had a certain mouthwash. I would search Cigars Daily mouthwash and find, oh, you know what? I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you right now. Cigars Daily, Daily, mouthwash. Okay. It was his video on, like, I think it was titled like cigar breath or something like that. But he ended up taking this mouthwash into his mouth after smoking a full cigar, swished it around in his mouth, and then blew his breath into his wife's face, and she said that she couldn't recognize that he had even been smoking. So that may be a good option to look into. I'm trying to find it on YouTube right now. Lord Jesus, help me. Okay, YouTube. Boom. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry that this is like me boring y'all right now. Mouth wash, Cigars Daily. Jeez, I'm just trying to help the people out. Dude. Okay, I've given it a total, I don't know how long I've looked for this now, but I promise you he has a video on it, and I would look into that, because other than brushing your mouth really well and mouth washing with just normal mouthwash, I don't have a great option for you. Edwin, welcome. Dude, I'm so happy you're here. Is Don Pepin as close blue label as close to Cuban note cigar? In my opinion, no. No, I think it's a great stick, but I don't think that it's close to a Cuban. I mean, I can see the comparison in it, but no, Cuban tobacco is, you know what I think it actually has? What is the cigar? El Criito? I want to say that El Criito cigar. Yeah, from PDR. PDR makes a cigar called the El Criolito. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll show you an image of it right now. That has like major Cubanesque taste to it. Actually, a lot of PDR's brand as a whole has a very Cuban-esque type of profile to his blends. Also, Hirochi Robina, I don't know if it's HR is the brand. His cigars also have a Cuban profile, but he is Cuban. There is, oh shoot, I can't think of the other cigar right now, but it's okay, because all I need to show you is this cigar anyway. I really do think that this is going to get you a good enough picture of what a Cuban would taste like without actually buying a Cuban. Although I don't have anything against Cubans. I just don't smoke them often because they're not legal here, and because I don't want to pay the premium for them. I really do like Nicaraguan tobacco the most because I tend to like the spice that I get from it, and the bold flavors that I get from Nicaragua. But that's just me though. Here goes Nika. What, the Nika Rustica? Is that what you're saying, Jason? Oh, Jason, you're absolutely right, though. I know what you're talking about. As far as a cheap cigar, the Nika Rustica Adobe, that's a great cigar. It's $5, maybe a little over $5. But it's an excellent cigar. If y'all want me to show you an image of that, that's a good daily smoke. Actually, just look at my five great cheap cigars. I have a YouTube short, and the Nika Rustica Adobe is on that. It's awesome. Dude, the Toro size is like $5. Thoughts on La Aroma de Cuba? La Aroma de Cuba is great, man. I think that for the most part, they're a little milder than what I prefer to smoke. I really like bold and intense flavors, whereas they seem to blend very traditional, old. I can't say that. They're typically really complex, but they're just a little bit on the milder side. I think that people that smoke Fuente would also smoke La Aroma de Cuba and really enjoy it, because Fuente in general, there's exceptions, but in general has this mild profile as far as strength and flavor is concerned. And same thing with La Aroma de Cuba. But they have great blends. Really great. Actually, I think that, so I created a video, best brand to pair with cigars, and I said that it was Arturo Fuente, which I still stand by that, but I think La Aroma de Cuba is one of the other brands that you could pretty much grab anything from their brand, and if you are just winging it with whatever liquor it is that you have, you'll probably have a good experience with them. From what I recall, they use a lot of African Cameroon wrappers in their blends, which I think African Cameroon goes with any type of liquor. I've tried some Quorum cigars, yeah, by J.C. Newman, and they are good budget cigars. Yeah, dude. Rooster, absolutely. Quorum was like a go-to for me when I had first really fell in love with this hobby. Right now, I think I'm on like factory smoke Maduros when I just want to smoke, just to smoke, because we don't have the Quorum at my shop. I'm so jealous of you guys. Cigar prices in the UK, they are outrageous. Oh, Carl, I know, man. I'm so sorry. One of the common things that I put in the comments whenever somebody's in the UK and they're like, that same cigar is like $40, and here it's like, I don't know, like a $12 cigar. I'm just like, moment of silence for our brother, because yeah, I've heard that y'all's prices are ridiculous. Oh. So, Carl, out of curiosity, how often do you smoke cigars given the prices out there? Because I wouldn't be able to have this as a hobby if the prices were like what y'all were paying. La Gloria Cubana Series S. Let me look at the band, man. Because I know I've tried the Series R. La Gloria Cubana. You know, I wanted to smoke a really good cigar on this live stream because I felt like, oh man, this is my first live stream, so I might as well smoke something really good. But I feel like I'm wasting this. This is $24 plus tax. Well, retails at that price. And I just feel like, dang, I shouldn't be smoking something this good. I should have pulled out a factory smoke. I'm not ashamed of it. Or that Charter Oak Maduro. Shoot, that would have been great right now. La Gloria Cubana Series S. Okay, I'm pulling it up now. Oh, Mexican San Andreas. Man, when was this released? I want to say I have smoked it, but I don't recall. I will say that the fact that it has a Mexican San Andreas wrapper on it makes me want to smoke it. Nicaraguan binder and Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers on it. Yeah, that sounds great, man. Have you had it, Damasio? The GOAT is in the chat, Mr. Hologram himself. Oh man, what an honor to have you with me. This guy has been a huge supporter. I mean, don't get me wrong, a few of y'all, I know that y'all have, well, all of you have been supporting, but this guy, he's consistent in the comment section for me, and he's just, such an encouragement to me. There's been times where I've gotten into little debates with people in the chat, or in the comment section of videos, and this guy's cutting for me. For the guy that wants to know about getting rid of cigar breath, try eating a Granny Smith apple, yes, before brushing your teeth. That is great advice. Yes, great advice. Daryl, welcome to the chat. This is awesome. At Jason 100%. Hologram, that sounds interesting right now. Try, yes. You know what? I may just steal that tip and use that in a video. I'm gonna try that out personally, because I do know that apples do cleanse the palate, but I never thought of it actually helping to, I'm gonna test it on my wife. We're gonna see. Yeah, Roma de Cuba is made by Ashton, yeah, for sure. Thanks, baby. My wife said, nothing works for Clinton as far as like cigar breath. I have just accepted my fate with his cigar breath. That's love right there. That's love right there. I will have to. Oh, Dion! Oh, man. Even my mother-in-law decided to join the chat. Oh, love you, mama. Way to go. First experience with... Oh, really? You enjoyed it, Damasio. Nice. What shop did you pick that up at? I know my shop doesn't have it, so Damasio, if you come across it, I'll buy it from you, man. I'm curious to try it. You know, Jason, for me, I don't think that wait, Fuente S Cubana is Cuban-esque. S Cubana, maybe I'm mistaken what we're talking about now. Okay, LOL, them factories supposed to be hitting. Yeah, they do. I think they were better like last year. It seems like this year's factory smoked Maduros aren't as good as what they used to be, but that doesn't stop me from buying them and smoking them. Because I can't be smoking stuff like this every day. I don't care what my discount is. Yeah. Daryl, that LFD Chapter 2 is the truth. Super good smoke. For sure. From what I remember, that was like a chocolate bomb in the Chapter 2. I have one day after work, I tend to purchase from Netherlands as a guide. I'm currently smoking the AJ Fernandez Bellicoso. and the box of 22 cost me $4.50, which is about 520. Okay. Well, Carl, nice. Yeah, that's great. That's pricey right there. That's like Davidoff prices for me out here. Um, okay. Let's see here. Damasio, try the Series M. You're gonna love it. Yeah, Damasio, I do recommend you try the Series M from La Roma. No, La Gloria Cubana. It's a pretty good smoke. I mean, for the price, it's not amazing, but it's a good smoke for the price. Um, what's your thoughts on Gurkha Rooster? Do you think they have made a comeback? About to try a Gurkha Revenant for the first time. I don't know if they've made a comeback. I haven't given them any real chance. I don't know. I have had. I said this like as soon as we got on that Gurkha. I had the Gurkha Ghost, and I thought that it was good, which I think is one of their most popular cigars. I know Jason Garza from the chat, he was talking about the Pure Evil and said that the Pure Evil was amazing. But I don't really have an interest in smoking Gurkha, not because I think that they're bad. Like, I really haven't smoked a lot of Gurkha, and that's pretty much due to it not being in my shop because people just won't buy it. I mean, we have some Gurkhas, but those are getting eliminated day by day, and we're not going to reorder any Gurkhas. So these are just old Gurkhas that have been sitting on the shelf, which may actually be good because they've been aging for a while, but I don't know. I don't have a real opinion on Gurkha, other than maybe their business practices were not the best for creating like loyalty and creating a brand that you're going to respect long term. Okay, let's see here. December 1st will be my 29th year of cigar smoking, and I would like you to knock me off my feet by recommending something to celebrate. Okay, Hologram, I am so glad you asked this question because I feel like this is my expertise. So in the chat, in one comment, I want you to tell me what your favorite meat is to eat, how you like that meat prepared. You know what? This is gonna be hard. I probably should. Am I able to pin my own comment in here? We're gonna see. Maybe I can start a poll. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry I am such a rookie, guys. I just appreciate you being on here. Okay, what's your favorite meat to eat? How you like it prepared? Your favorite vegetable? Your favorite starch? Favorite dessert? Whether you like spicy food or not? And whether you drink black coffee. If you can answer those questions for me, I'll recommend something tailored to your palate. Okay. Damasio, I see in Texas. Well, it just left Cyprus. Oh, nice. It wasn't too many shops in my area when I was living in that area. Yeah, Cyprus is out there. Yeah. That flavor profiles are like my jam. That's what. So what made me start falling in love with cigars was the hunt for picking out flavors, the nuances in the cigar. And that's because the hobby that I was into prior to this, like really into, was perfumery. So I got into niche perfumery, which this overrode that hobby because perfumery gets extremely expensive. Before I got married, I was buying bottles maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. I mean, it just depended, and it, me being able to smell a fragrance and tell you, oh, when it has lavender, when it has vetiver, all of those different picking out notes in fragrances, and me taking that skill and applying it over to cigars made me love cigars. And this is just the hobby to this is the best hobby I've ever had, period. Mm. Mm. Oh, you like medium dark roast coffee, Dion. Okay. Um, well, what's your favorite meat to eat? That that's gonna be my next question, so that I can at least understand where your palate lies. Um, Man, I'm deep in the heart of H-Town, LOL. There's a ton of shops in the city, though. Yeah, yeah. Houston's got a great selection of cigar shops. I'm out in Webster, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. It's just a quick trip, like 30 minutes, which may sound like a long time to people that are not living in Texas, but yeah, there was a meme about Houston saying Houston is the only city where you can have a long distance relationship, and that's absolutely true. Houston is gigantic. Houston's so big that people are like, "Where are you from?" And you don't reply Houston, you reply North Side, East Side, West Side, South Side, because Houston is giant, or Southeast, Southwest, you know. Mm. Meat, New York steak, medium well, cauliflower, interesting, broccoli, and sweet potato. Okay. Hologram, do you love spicy food, or is it just you like spicy food, or you hate spicy food? And what about dessert? Those are the two last ones. So it was black coffee, New York steak. Mm. God, this is a great cigar. This Monte Cristo 1935 Anniversario Diamante in the Toro size is phenomenal. Um, I need tip on learning how to taste notes. Don't judge me. Most of the time, I taste spices. Oh, good, Daryl. So one of the things that, well, there's multiple things to learn tasting notes. So here at the cigar shop, we have a spice rack where while you're smoking, you can sniff a spice and get an idea, okay, is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? So if you have a large variety of spices, that'll help you pick out the different spices. Another thing is looking up a cigar review. Like every time that you smoke a cigar, I recommend reading a review or watching a review on that cigar. Some cigar reviewers, me personally, I respect more their palates. One of them is Charlie from Half Wheel. I believe that Charlie has an exceptional palate. Now, Half Wheel has multiple cigar reviewers on their page. Half Wheel is a website, by the way. So you go to halfwheel.com, search whatever cigar it is that you're interested in smoking, and read the first third, second third, last third. But before you do that, look and see that it's Charlie that reviewed it. At the very bottom, you'll see he's an Asian guy. I've met him in person at a cigar event that we had. Cool guy, kind of introverted it seemed like, but really great palate, because everything that let me not say that. Most of the time, what he's pulling out of the cigar is exactly what I'm pulling out, so that makes me trust him more. But there is a subjectiveness to cigar tasting, whereas sommeliers, when it comes to wine, that is less subjective than cigars. Actually, I learned this through Travis from Altadis. I had the privilege of learning a lot from Travis whenever he was here at my shop, and his name is Travis. What is his name? Hold on. Travis from Altadis. He's a great guy. His name is Travis Pappenheim. Travis, man, I have admired that man's knowledge. Like, YouTube and his videos that he's had with Bovida and being interviewed, like, they do not do him justice in the amount of knowledge that he has on tobacco. I mean, his job at Altadis was, because he's no longer with Altadis anymore, but his job was just to be a cigar nerd. He was trained by Nestor Plasencia and many other cigar manufacturers, but I mean, the dude is, it was mind blowing, the knowledge that he had. He actually gave me this lighter, and it meant a lot to me because people kept coming to me asking me for my opinion on a cigar, like the customers here, and not realizing that they were in the presence of Travis, who, in my opinion, is far superior when it comes to everything tobacco related. And they would bypass him and come straight to me, and I'm like, dude, you don't know who you're in the presence of right now. This guy is a genius. Like, he's way more knowledgeable. So he ended up handing me this cigar lighter before he left, and was like, man, he was like, I just want to give you this because you have a lot of respect from people here, I can tell, and that's not easy to earn the respect of this many people. I'm like, well, thank you, man. That was an honor. That was my little me on my soapbox. Sorry, guys. Y'all have been writing in the comments. Okay. My man, I'm deep in art. Okay. Masio, black coffee. Yes, sweet potato. Okay, let's keep going. I need it. Okay. Yeah, Daryl, the point that I was getting at is always read a review while smoking and see if you agree with it and if you're tasting it. Make sure that you are, Daryl, make sure that you know how to retrohale. Retrohaling is essential when it comes to pulling out all of the flavors. Without the retrohale, you're not going to get the flavors that cigar reviewers are talking about. At least not most of them, or at least not half of them. And make sure that you smack your tongue up against the roof of your mouth after puffing, like, well, shoot, my cigar's out, but I annoy people when I do that, but who cares? It is what it is. It's like, I want to make sure that I'm tasting everything that I should be tasting on a cigar, and that's definitely going to help. Is also, like, trying a lot of different foods will help expand your palate. Cigar foods that you aren't like typically used to. It just gives you a bigger database to go back to when you taste something and say, oh yeah, I've tasted this before in some Asian cuisine or in some Indian cuisine or something like that, because they'll use different spices and herbs that traditional American food wouldn't offer you. Oh, Daryl, thank you, man. Thank you. I really, man, that means a lot to me. I mean, you have no clue. I've been practicing that after seeing one of your videos. Good, keep practicing it, man. Eventually it's gonna be second nature to you, and it's gonna be a game changer. I mean, when I first got like really into this hobby, oh, you know what, hologram? Let me see here. Yes, it's really good, hologram. Sweet potato pie. Okay, hologram. Let me focus on you right now. So it was New York strip. It was, I remember cauliflower, broccoli, black coffee. Okay, so we should go with something medium to full-bodied. How was that New York strip prepared? Was that medium rare, or was it well done? Hold on, medium well. Okay, so then let's go with hologram. Have you ever had And your starch was sweet potato. Okay, so we should probably go. Hologram, I think you've already had this, man, but it's an excellent stick, and that's the Placencia. Oh, shoot. Hologram, do me one favor. Between vanilla and chocolate, what would you pick? So, sweet potato pie is difficult because there's not really. I can't eat. I've never personally smoked a cigar where I've gotten a sweet potato note out of it to even associate that. But yeah, if you could pick between vanilla or chocolate or just a different dessert, like maybe a tiramisu or maybe a tres leches or a more common dessert, that would be easier for me to really give you something perfect. Yeah, man, because of course I mentioned Placencia because I was thinking of the Placencia Salomon or even the Sixto in the Almafuerte, because I'm just like, man, that really is premium. But did you mention how spicy you like food? Let's see here. Let me go back here. Jason Garza hologram. Yes, sweet potato. Spicy, yes. Okay. I mean, shoot, you could go with a Padron 90th Maduro. That would be exceptional. Let me see here. Have you had that before? Because I know you're a real big time smoker. Padron 90th anniversary. I'm gonna pull it up. Images. Yeah, have you ever had this before? We actually have it in a different, well, we do have this shape, but the shape that I was talking about was more of a figurado or Solomon size. I don't remember what size they call that, but regardless, I'm gonna still show this to you. Have you ever had this cigar? Hologram? If not, I highly recommend that you smoke that. I think you'll love it, man. It's the 1926 90th anniversary. But it would help if, oh, you haven't had it yet. Haven't had a Padron in a long time. Well, yeah, I think that's a great celebratory brand because it seems like you're on the fuller end of the spectrum when it comes to flavor and strength. Padron 80th. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. Padron 80th is the cigar that I was thinking. Padron 90th is great. Actually, I love the Padron 90th in the natural too. Padron 80th. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Jason, you're the GOAT. Jason is a big time Padron smoker, but he's a big time black pepper guy, so he's gonna love Padron, but this is the Padron 80th. That's the one I would go to, man. I think you're gonna love that. If you're going for more of a chocolate forward taste, then that would be good. But I haven't seen your dessert yet. Rooster, I have no clue. I have no clue when the Perdomo 30th anniversary is going to be here. Padron 80, it is. Nice. Tres leches. No, that changes my option. Oh, but don't get me wrong. You'll still love it. But honestly, oh, shoot. How expensive are you trying to go? Oh. Because Let me think. I mean, if that's the case, because you really should go with the Padron 90. What did I say? It was 90th? Let me look at the cigar. Yeah, the Padron 90th, but in the natural, if that's the case. The retrohale on that is such a sweet cream. It is delicious, but it's expensive. Or if you're not looking to spend as much money, I think the Rocky Patel white label in the Robusto size is phenomenal, because it actually does have a lot of flavor for it being a Connecticut and a lot of strength for it being a Connecticut, and you get this like creamy cookie dough type of taste on the retrohale that I think is excellent. So I don't know, between the two, whichever one sounds better to you. You know, the typical Padron profile is like pepper wood and then either cream or chocolate. That's the bro. Tres Leches. Yeah, that is the bro. Camacho Broadleaf is also a good chocolate bomb. Rooster, that's what I heard. I haven't had that. I recently had the Camacho Unleashed 3, and I thought that was a good cigar. Yeah, I thought it was a good cigar. I'm not saying that it wasn't worth the money that I spent on it. It just wasn't blown away. I think at that price point there was a lot of better options, but I've heard good things about the Camacho Broadleaf. But my shop doesn't have that blend. Anything for Christmas, of course, number 5, the 165K Gurkha. $165K Gurkha. What are you talking about? Hold on. Number 5, 165K Gurkah. Oh shoot, did I spell that wrong? Oh yeah, I spelled that wrong. No wonder. Cigar? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know what you're talking about, Hologram, when you're talking about the Gurkha. I don't know if that was a joke or if that was genuine. Yeah. Let's see here. Not the 165. Oh, okay. I got you. Dollars. Okay. I was thinking that was the name of their cigar. I'm like, look, I don't know. I have no opinion on that. Black Label Trading. Morphine is a chocolate bomb. So, Jason, are you talking about the box pressed torpedo that we recently smoked with the barber pole on it? No, you're not. Yes. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Black Label Trading Company. Yeah, guys, if you ever see this cigar and you want chocolate, this really is oh shoot. I'm pulling up pictures of morphine and I'm trying to pull up the cigar. Hold on. Cigar. Okay, well, here, I'll show you. Oh, yeah, you are talking about. Yes, you are talking about this. No, you're not. Hold on. Morphine Corona. Dude, let me just look in my case, because I still have this in my case right now. Okay. I forget what all of the different names are. Yeah, this baby right here. So this is what Jason Garza is talking about. This, if you ever see this right here with, I'm gonna unwrap it for you guys so that you can actually see the difference, because this one right here is actually a barber pole, which adds way more complexity to the cigar than the other sizes. This is phenomenal. I mean, really interesting smoke. This is for the person that has been smoking cigars a while and likes to go on a journey of picking out multiple flavor profiles in a cigar. But I wouldn't recommend it to people that are just getting into the hobby. I think that it'll be lackluster for a lot of newbies to this. But it really is super interesting. Okay. Okay. Whew. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. So, guys, what was your first cigar? I'm curious to see what everybody's first was. Dean. If it was between a cigar or morphine to help me relax, I'm going morphine every time. Oh, you know, Dion, I don't know. I think that it may not be too thick, but I know your palate, and I don't think it's gonna be for you, to be honest with you. I think that this cigar is gonna be not as I mean, you prefer things that are gonna have a cream profile to it, whereas this right here is like a dark chocolate, fruit, leather, I think even coffee. There was a lot of different flavor profiles to it, but I wouldn't recommend it for you, mother-in-law. Okay, Bolivar Petite Corona. Okay, nice. Ashton Churchill. Nice. Oh yeah. Well, that's a lot of people's first. Romeo y Julieta, Connecticut was the first. Nice. Acid. Yeah. Of course. That is probably that's probably the most people's first right there. Something from Acid. Yeah. So like I said, my first cigar was a fake Monte Cristo number 2. At least I think that's what it was. Who knows? That was such a long time ago. But this hobby started back up with an Acid, and it was an Acid Blondie, and I was with my friend Zach outside of a cigar shop, and this was like, so I don't know if y'all really want to hear the whole background to how I ended up getting into this hobby, but if you do, let me know. If not, no big deal. Anyway, it was the perfect day to smoke that cigar. The wind was caressing my face, the sun was setting. I mean, it was just heavenly. But now I'm never smoking Acid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Dion, Tobacco Especial Dulce. Yep, and I'm the one that put you on it. First cigar was a Cohiba. Can't remember what kind it was, but told it came from Cuba. My in-laws are... Oh, okay. I was young. I don't know. Okay, hey. So, how many of y'all threw up from smoking it wrong on your first cigar? Or did you actually have somebody to walk you through the process to do it properly? Deadwood Leather Rose. Yeah, that's a great first time smoke. Yup, Acid Blondie. Yup, nice, Steven. Anyone else have the RNJ Eternal? Oh, Romeo and Julieta. Oh, we are totally sold out of that. We do not have that anymore. That was a great cigar. And or the Envy. Yes, we have plenty of the Envy, which it's amazing. Have you had it? Oh yeah, of course you have. That was the next thing in the sentence. It would help if I read the whole thing. I told my mom to get me a box of Envy for Christmas instead of cologne. Hey, yeah, Dean, good choice. Good choice. Hold on, I'm gonna pull out my little Tupperware from the locker. All right. Yes, the Envy. We've got a lot of boxes of this because I loved it. And man, I don't even know why we still have so many of these. I'm gonna put some away for myself because I have to have these. You know what I miss is this right here. Let me see who said that. I think that was. Let me not get that wrong. Dean. Yeah, Dean. Did you ever get to try the Monte Cristo signature? If you ever come across this cigar, I'll give you my mailing address and you can ship it to me and I'll pay you for it. But this is a great cigar. It's no longer in production. This came from the Plasencia factory. So you know that it's amazing. Such a sweet cocoa out of this cigar. It's delicious. But so did the Romeo y Julieta Envy. That's this right here. Such an amazing cream that you pull out of this cigar, and at the price, I think that it's a great value. Yeah, excellent. It also came from the Plasencia factory. Okay, well, that was that. Let's see here. Yeah. Somebody walked. You walked me through it. Oh, okay. So, Edwin wants to hear the story. So, for those of you that don't care about the story, sorry. At least I know one person cares. So, I was smoking, and then I ended up. Okay, let's see. How deep are we going? Contemplating suicide led me to give my life to Christ, and along that journey, I ended up at a church that I believe taught me a lot of discipline and helped me at that particular time. I think that it was what I needed. However, it was very culty, and if the teaching at that time was that if Jesus was to come back while I was smoking a cigar, I would spend the rest of my eternity in hell. And so during the duration of time that I was attending that church, I was anti-cigar, anti-cologne. Like, cologne was seen as overly sensual. Cigars was just, I mean, there was so many things that were just demonic according to the teachings of that church. So, of course, once I ended up finding out that, you know what, this is just not true, I ended up diving into both of the hobbies, ironically, or maybe it's not ironic, but interestingly enough. And yeah, I just dove full head first into the hobbies, but cologne ended up getting put on the back burner, and cigars ended up being my real love. I did vomit, sneaking behind my dad's back trying to get a puff. Wow. How old were you, hologram? I just seen the Envy cigar today at the shop in my area. It's two different types. It's two different types. There's only one type of Envy. There's the Envy and there's the Eternal. The Eternal's totally different if that's what you're referring to. But I don't know of another Envy. There's only the green box Envy. I inhaled the whole cigar. I coughed like crazy, then was told after the fact not to inhale. Oh yeah, Daryl, I'm glad you pressed through and you're still into this hobby because I know what that's like, man. Jeez. Yes, please, Dean, for sure, put it on your list. It's a cigar that I think it should be best enjoyed by yourself and in total silence, just focusing on it, because I think the nuances can be lost if you're in an environment that's too loud or you're around friends and stuff like that. I just don't want you to waste it. Oh, okay, cool, Daryl. Okay, yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page now. Yes, age limited. Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. Dang, I wish that I would have had a real Cuban cigar. Actually, I thought that my first cigar was a real Cuban cigar because my aunt came back from Mexico and she was like, I got real Cubans. Here, I got this for you for your 18th birthday. And I really believed that for a large portion of time until I really started doing investigation and found out, oh, okay, you mean to tell me that these cigars from Mexico that have a glass top on the box are fake? Oh, okay, well, yeah, now I know. But whatever. I mean, back at that time, like, I would smoke Black and Milds, I would smoke Swisher Sweets, or no, not Swisher Sweets, well, Swisher Sweets, but I was 18, so they were filled with other things. Philly Blunts, I mean, I thought I was really Garcia Vegas, I thought I was smoking real cigars at that time, and then I got introduced to what a real cigar is. Okay, let's see, Rooster, okay, I think he is meaning that two families collaborated to make the Envy. Oh, got you, yeah. Romeo and Julieta, which is owned by Altadis and the Plasencia family, yeah, that's what it is. Carl Carrington, this has been great watching, keep them up, I must go now. Oh, Carl, thank you so much, man. It's, yeah. Can't wait to see more. Carl, you're awesome. Good night, man. Or good morning to you. Oh, that's funny. Guys, I am blown away that there's even this many people that are in the chat. I mean, this is a joy. This really is a joy. Question: the Cohiba 2019 limited edition Cohiba, is that a Cuban or a fake? So first let me look it up before I say anything. I'm saving it like it's special. Thanks for supporting the cause. Cohiba 2019 limited 2019. Okay. What do you mean I'm live? I've been live. Why did it say I'm live? It was gifted. Oh, okay. Hey, you know what, man? Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Oh, you know what? I can't tell you whether it's fake or whether it's real. One, I'm not experienced in Cuban cigars because I don't live in a country where Cuban cigars are just readily available. That requires me to order them online and have them shipped from some other country or something like that. So my experience with Cubans is very limited, but it looks like it does exist in Cuba, like in from Cuban production, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's real or that it's fake, because they make these things sometimes look just like the real thing. But I say smoke it, and if you like it, you like it. And sometimes you holding on, like I've held on to a fake and then smoked that fake and enjoyed that fake so much only to find out that it was fake, and I was like, well, you know what? It was good though. So, I don't know. But at the same time, maybe you shouldn't smoke a fake, because I have heard some horror stories from some people having some strange things in their fakes. So, I don't know. Thoughts on the CAO Flathead V23? I think that it's a more complex version of the Flathead. It has a much more, what would I say, like a powdery cocoa, like a smoothed out form of cocoa. I don't know how to explain this properly, but it's more complex, and I think it's great. I think that for the price that it came out as, I don't know, I think it was like $18. I didn't think it was worth the price, but I did think it was really good. Let me double check the MSRP. CAO Flathead V23. Let's see what this is. No, shoot. You're not helping me out. Okay, let's see. What does this retail for? This retails for... oh, so $27.95. God, now I gotta do math. Okay, here we single. $14. Well, that's the online price. I think at my shop it retailed for $18. So for $14, yeah, I would say pick that up, man. I don't think that's... I think that's probably spot on exactly what it should cost, and probably not a dollar more, but that's just my opinion. I do think that it is a better version of the Flathead 660, because of the complexity that was added to it. Amped up version of the 660 Flathead. Yeah, for sure. I agree, Jason. See, this is why if I do a live and y'all see me smoking some dirt cheap cigar, this is what I get for trying to look cool. Pull out a nice expensive cigar and I'm here having to relight this. You try and look cool, and this is what you do. You pay the price for it, because I'm not even getting to enjoy this. I'm lighting up a factory smoke next to stream. So Daryl, have you not had the original Flathead 660 yet? I stayed away from that cigar for a long time. And the reason I stayed away from the Flathead 660 was because the band was just ugly to me. You see, there's a recurring theme with my cigar selection. If I don't like the band, I pretty much am hesitant to buy it until enough people tell me, dude, no, it's an amazing cigar. And I do think the Flathead 660 is great for the price. Oh, Daryl, you're the GOAT, man. I appreciate it. Have you thought about rolling your own blend of cigars? Yeah, whenever... when I get to the point where I can have Plasencia tobacco and be able to speak to a master blender to help create that special blend, absolutely. I have some ideas for what I want my house blend to be, and I think it would be awesome to have my own line, kind of like what Cigars Daily did, because I want to say, was he using, I'm not going to even guess what factory his was coming out of. I thought it was the AJ Fernandez factory, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that's the goal one day, man. I'm just not there yet. Uh, I just pull some My Father Centurion and save those babies for later. Yeah. Hey, the Centurion is great, man. That's a slept-on cigar. You know what also is great is the Cuba Vegas or Cuba Vega. I think that's what it is from My Father. That's another like overlooked My Father that's great. Also the original My Father, the just My Father, and it has no fancy band underneath it except just the MF on it. That's another slept on My Father that I think is amazing. It has a really nice cream to it. Um, I mean, that was the cigar that put My Father on the map, was the original My Father. Just My Father, My Father. Um, I'm the same way. If the band is ugly or look cheap, it stays in the store. Yeah, man. Well, the Flathead is one of them that I was actually pleasantly surprised by. Very well knowledge. Every Clinton has recommended was spot on with my palate. Dude, Rooster, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I mean, I think I have a great success rate at recommending cigars to people, based on like the foods that they eat. But every once in a while, I'll have that customer that'll be like, I thought it was good, but it's not something I would buy again. And then that just crushes me on the inside because I'm like, no, I want to blow your mind with the recommendation. But you know, you win some, you lose some. Even Michael Jordan missed a shot every once in a while. I'm the same way. I'm not comparing myself to Michael Jordan, by the way. He's much greater than I am. Very well. Okay, I had that cheap cigar. It was about $5, the Vega, but good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good for the price. For the price. Guys, have y'all smoked a lot of Davidoff before? And what's your opinion on Davidoff? Yeah. Yeah. Amen to that, Jason. Never had one. Oh man, Steven, I think I'm recalling correctly that you're newer to this hobby. I would hold off from a Davidoff just because I don't think that. This is my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Like, this is just my opinion. But to me, I would work my way up price wise in order to appreciate a Davidoff. I do think Davidoff is great, but I never smoke a Davidoff ever and think, wow, this is absolutely worth the money. Never. I never say that. But does that stop me from buying them? Absolutely not. I'll still buy a Davidoff because there's just something about buying an expensive cigar on a special day, because you'll never forget what you smoked on that special occasion. The more expensive it is and the more it hurts you to pay the money, it's like, I know exactly what I smoked on that day. So I still do it. Davidoff is not my cup of tea for the money. Yeah, I get it. Hologram, I get it. Excellent, but you got to pay. Yeah, I agree, Jason. Y'all have a great night, Clinton. Oh, Damasio, thank you so much, man. Yo, dude, we've been here for a long time. I didn't anticipate being on this stream for this long. I'm surprised you're still up with me. This is great. Because I started at 6:30 and now this is 2 hours in. Whoa, okay. Buy the Davidoff Royal. Okay, Rooster. Okay, I was gonna end this stream, but now you talk about my cigar. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Davidoff Royal, if I had to choose, this is just me. This is me and my palate. What my palate prefers. You may have a totally different experience. But if I had to choose between having $50 in my pocket and me having a Davidoff Royal release in the Solomon size specifically, I would rather have the Salomon Davidoff Royal Release than $50. But at $115 plus tax, man, it's not worth that much money. It's really not. But I still say buy it. Like on a special occasion, a wedding day, it's a big birthday, I don't know, the birth of a child, I would go all out and buy it. I am new to the hobby and love most of your recommendations. Thank you. Robert, thank you so much. God, that means so much to me. I'm just appreciative that you're even on here, man. I mean, that's great. Yeah, Robert, if you ever want like a more tailored recommendation to your palate, feel free to message me on TikTok. That's the best way to like direct message me. The second best way is Instagram, because I don't check my Instagram that much. Instagram, they're haters and they really like to shut down my cigar content. I don't know how all of these other cigar people get to keep their content on there, but me, they just shut me down. TikTok, they were hating on me and shutting me down for a while, but I ended up putting that little banner across the top that said, at the time of this recording, I'm 32 years old and do not conduct. And now it's been fine. I'm like, okay, great. Hey, whatever it takes for me to stay on this platform. Oh man, Orlando, hey, I appreciate you being on here, man. I had no clue what I was going to do during this stream, but I'm glad it's working out. I wish that I had a more professional presentation for you, like Cigars Daily, where we've got pictures of cigars popping up on the screen. But the only reason I did this was because I made a commitment to literally one subscriber. They asked me if I would do a live stream, and in order to honor my word to them, I told them, oh yeah, at 2,000 subscribers, I'll do a live stream. Well, 2,000 subscribers ended up happening within like 2 days from that, and I started freaking out. I was like, oh no, I gave them my word, now I gotta come through, and I don't even know how to do this thing. So I was like, you know what, look, even if I just do a live stream, just period, at least I'm honoring my word, and they can't say that I didn't tell the truth. So that's what I did, and that's how this all started. And then I asked people, hey, would you join me? And people said yes, so here we are. Oh, dude. Yeah, Robert, man, I stayed away from TikTok for a while. So many of my customers were like, dude, you need to put your content on TikTok. You're going to blow up. You're going to blow up. You're going to blow up. And I was like, man, I don't want to be like giving my information to the Chinese government. And I was like, then I started thinking about it. I was like, man, look, at the end of the day, my information's all the way out there, and I'm not recommending it, but I'm not recommending it. I'm kind of indifferent now when it comes to TikTok, as far as like the whole data collection aspect of it. But anyway, now I have it, and I'm doing really well on TikTok, so I'm like, all right, I'm all in now. Oh yeah, Robert, yeah, for sure. If you want a more tailored recommendation, please. It's way better, but I have to have all of the information as far as like favorite meat, favorite vegetable, and it's really difficult if you're a picky eater. If you're a picky eater, you're most likely a picky smoker. Move up to Oklahoma and open up a cigar shop, and I'll do your video live streaming. We'll get fancy with it. Oh, Steven, that's awesome, man. I'm definitely not moving to Oklahoma, though. I think it's cold. I'm from Texas, man. This is, we don't even have a winter. Our winter, we think it's cold when it's like 32 degrees, whereas everywhere else, it's below zero. Dude, I'd freeze. I'm sorry. It's likely not gonna happen, and I love Texas. I don't ever plan on leaving. If I do leave, it's gonna be because I'm retiring and I'm moving outside of the United States, and I don't know where that would be, but someplace where my money would go longer. Man, you don't need all that. You're fine doing it. Well, you're flowing well, dude. Daryl, that means a lot, man. That means a lot, because I'm not gonna lie, I was super insecure about this stream. I wanted to offer some value to people. If they're gonna give me their time, I wanted to give them content that was valuable, and I'm like, man, I really don't know how I'm gonna offer any value to these people. But I was like, okay, maybe cigar recommendations based on their palate, but really y'all have just been doing such a great job keeping up the conversation that really y'all are the reason why this is even a success at all. Maybe next time you can have Tim Swanson and the CD crew as a guest on your next live. You know, I mean, since I have messaged Tim and we've conversed back and forth, and that may be possible, man. He's of course in Arizona, but maybe we could do like a stream. I feel I probably shouldn't think of it this way, right? Of reaching out to Tim. But I do think of it this way. I don't ever want to give somebody the impression that I am trying to use their platform as a means of taking their crowd, and like I really would like to just organic, like it would be one thing if I was collaborating with a YouTuber that was on my level and they just have different followers for their channel than me, then I could see, okay, some of my people, they watch their content, some of their people, they watch my content. But he's at like 200,000 subscribers. I'm not saying I wouldn't ask him. I just, that's been one of the reasons why I've hesitated from asking him, is because I don't want my, you know, there's a proverb that says, a good name is more valuable than silver and gold. So like, I really value being truthful with people and not giving the wrong impression to people, because it takes years to build up a reputation and minutes to completely ruin your reputation. And I would hate for him to think, oh, look at this dude, he's just trying to capitalize on my large subscriber base. But who knows, man? Maybe we'll see what happens. I don't know. I may be overthinking it. I'm a chronic overthinker. Okay. No, you can't have him. Thanks, Rooster. Do you like pipes? Yes, I do like pipes. I don't smoke them as often, man. The whole relighting thing constantly. So out of the pipe tobaccos, that I prefer Latakia over everything else, and which makes sense because I'm a medium full cigar smoker. Typically, unless it's morning time, then I smoke Connecticut's. But Latakia, really, I love that smoky flavor that you get from it, and it's just full flavored and full bodied in strength for pipe tobacco. So I do like pipes, I just don't smoke it as much, and I'm not as knowledgeable in pipe tobacco at all. Jealous of your weather? No! Oh wait, whose weather? I'm in Detroit. Cold, smoke. Rick, you say you're jealous of Texas weather, but I promise you, don't move here unless you're ready to experience fire. Like it is burning hot here. There is very little time of cigar smoking outside on your patio. Like, at least for me. I smoke indoors, and smoking outdoor is not fun. And then on top of that, the humidity is what makes it bad, because it's a humid heat. So if you live in Texas, my recommendation is never smoke a cigar that has a Sumatra wrapper leaf on it, or Jesus help me, what is it called? African Cameroon wrapper. Those wrappers are extremely fragile, and when it's introduced to both heat and humidity, and then that heat is inside of the cigar, that it just ends up cracking, and you have a terrible experience. So certain cigars are great, like Connecticut broadleafs. You can smoke those out here in Texas, no problem. Thicker wrapper leaves that are more durable, I mean, it's great. But when it comes to these really delicate cigars, even Connecticut's, I mean, I've had customers. I had one customer. He bought 10 Ashton cigars, right? And he was like, these cigars are bad. They keep cracking on me. And I was like, I'm sorry, like, we don't have a return policy because, dude, I don't know what you did to these cigars. Like, this is like a food product. Like, we don't know what you did. And I'm not going to resell these cigars to somebody else knowing that you could have done anything to this. I don't know how you stored it. Texas is hot as can be, so these things could be totally dehumidified and be trashed, so no. And he was upset because they kept cracking on him. He was like, yeah, every time I'm like, well, I mean, we are in Texas, and the humidity and the heat is going to make that happen. But he wasn't hearing that. He didn't care about the truth. So that's how it goes. Smoking in an oven in Houston sucks. Yes, it does, Jason. I pulled my back out coughing wrong. I'm only 34. Can't enjoy a stick right now. Oh, Joey, hey, you're I haven't seen your name in the comments. Nice. Thanks for joining, man. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. I hope your back feels better. Orlando, bro, you've been doing awesome. Great energy, great advice, great insight and information. Dude, Orlando, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Seriously, that means a lot. The feeling of smoking in the heat, I slow down in the summer and pick it back up in the fall, winter. Yeah, well, that makes sense. And that makes sense. Texas heat sucks and it's sticky. Yes, it is sticky. Rooster, are you from Texas? The Houston heat ain't no joke. I survived 2 years of, yeah, man. Daryl, oh shoot, Cameroon crack. Yep, exactly. If you're from Texas, let me know if you're from Texas. And come visit me, man. I can't tell you on this stream where my shop is, but if you direct message me on either of the 2 places where I told you to, then come visit me, man. I would love to get to know you and smoke a cigar with you. Like I said, I'm in Webster, Texas, but if you're anywhere near Webster, or if you're just traveling near Webster, then I would love to hang out with y'all. Texas City. Oh, nice. What's up, Rooster? That's great. The summers in Colorado are no joke either. Oh, man. I want to go to Colorado for the mountains out there, but me and my wife, we're both skinny, so I don't know how we're gonna do it. But then again, she's from Michigan, so she'll probably be able to take it. I probably won't, man. I'm a cold chicken. I can't handle any cold at all. If a breeze comes by, I'm already looking for a windbreaker. San Antonio, Texas. Oh, nice. Orlando, dude. If I'm ever in San Antonio, message me and I'll hit you up, because I go out to San Antonio periodically. But it's dry heat, no humidity. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Come down to Miami where it's hot, but the beach is everywhere, so it's always a breeze. Man, Daryl, yeah, for sure, man. I would love to go to Miami. Absolutely, dude. The cigar culture out there is great, and from what I hear, there's a lot of women smokers. I don't know if you've experienced that, but because of the Cubans being out in Florida, it seems like there's a larger percentage of women cigar smokers. I don't know if that's true. Oh, shoot. Are y'all still there? Yeah, y'all are still there. Okay, my bad. I got a text message, and it like